One of the really cool things that you have access to with Shave and Haircut is the ability to use dynamics. And in this lesson, we're going to take a look at how to set up your cache folders as well as how to create your basic collisions. All right, I've got lesson 28, hair motion dynamics, loaded up here, and this is just a basic hair with it's just kind of combed over, nothing fancy. You should already know how to do this now. But what I do have here that's unique is a little bit of animation, and he's just turning his neck. Well, as you would expect, the hair should be moving and be run by dynamics, but we don't have that right now. So to set this up, what we'd have to do is go to Shave, Dynamics, and then you're going to run your either current node or all nodes. Now, when we let go of this, you're going to get an error, and this is going to say, wait a minute, no stat files or state files have been created. Okay, no problem. Let's set that up. We'll go over here to our Shave Globals. And inside of our Shave Globals, we're going to set a directory for those cache files. So you could hit Browse over here and pick a directory. I prefer just to type it in, so we'll just say cache. Enter. And let me bring up this folder that we're going to be typing into. And here is the actual directory that we're going to dump all these into. Now, V is a network drive on our servers here. So this way, anything that you create can be cached to a server. And if you batch this out on a different render node, it's not a problem. It's going to pick right up and be good to go. Now, obviously, if I'm going to store all cache files for Shave and a Haircut in one directory for all of our scenes, it's going to be very difficult to manage this. So I'm just going to type in /lesson 28. Hit enter. Now when I go into my folder, it's already made that folder for me. Okay, so everything we work on for lesson 28 we're going to dump into this directory. Alright, now that this is done, we'll select the hair. If you don't have the hair selected, you can still run the dynamics, but that current node selection is no longer available. You're going to have to choose run dynamics all nodes. So we're going to let this go. Now there we go. Currently what we've got is the hair goes right through the mesh of the geometry here, okay, the head that we're working with. And that's okay, right? We're just setting up this initial system. If we don't like these cache files that we have, we can go in and delete them. So you can manually go into your folder, and here's the files that it generated. Hit delete, yes, and they're gone. So now when you hit rewind and scrub, there is no dynamics, okay? So we can go ahead and create those again. Run dynamics all nodes. It solves. Good to go. And then we can go, if we wanted to clear them, you could choose clear dynamics all nodes or on that particular node. Okay. So the cache file that's generated, you'll notice that it does prefix it with that is a shave cache file. Here is the name of the object, the shave node, okay, loose hair shape, and then the frame number, and then its extension. So very, very useful. Again, if you wanted to clear them out, you can select those dynamics, clear dynamics. If I go to my folder, they are now gone. Okay, it just takes a second to update. So, number of ways of working with this. We're going to be doing lots of dynamics, so that's a button that we might want to put on our shelf here in just a second. All right, so that right there is done. Now we need to talk about the collision that's happening, or lack of collisions that are happening from the hair to the scalp. So the way we set this up is we select the geometry, the hair system. We're going to go up here to Shave, Edit Current, Update Collision Mesh. Now, how do you know it did it? Well, there's one easy way to find out. You can go to Shave, select the hair system. Then we go to Shave, Reselect Surfaces, Collision Polys. And when you do that, it will select any polygon or any object here that you have that is set up as the collision shape, okay, or the collision object. Very useful. If you want to, you can get rid of the collision object. You just select the hair system. You go to, I believe we shift select this geometry. We'll go to Edit Current, Clear Collision Mesh. It gets rid of it. So now, if we were to go back to reselect our collision polys, nothing is selected. Okay, so that's the workflow of adding and removing. So I'll go ahead and Edit Current, update my collision mesh. There we go. And because I now have a collision object, I need to rerun my dynamics. So I'll just run that again. And now you can see it is not moving right through the geometry. Okay, we are actually getting the hair sliding up against the head, which is cool. Now it's very silky, right? So think of this as very, very thin, fine hair. And we're going to learn in the next few lessons how to add a little bit of stiffening, a little root hold, as well as a little dampening to soften this a little, and so it's not so silky in the simulation. So preventing a little bit of that movement in the back there. Okay, so that's basically how you set up your initial simulation run for the shave and haircut dynamics.